Hi everyone, my name is Kevin and welcome to Exploration Theme Parks, and it's that time of year again where I go through my top 50 ranked roller coasters. So, let's get to it. It can be a difficult task to rank roller coasters. Of course, it's all personal opinion and personal preference, but it also depends on when you ride the coaster. In the morning, at night, what row you sat in, what the weather was, how many times you went on it. There's so many variables that can influence where a roller coaster sits in your rankings. Also, there is personal bias that comes into play, and I'll make a few references to that as I go through my rankings. So without further ado, let's just jump into the rankings. And in the final video of my 2024 top 50 ranked roller coasters, I will cover my top 20. Starting off our top 20 and previously number 15 is Diamondback at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Diamondback is a B&M hypercoaster built in 2009 with a track length of 5,282 feet, height of 230 feet with a drop of 215 feet, and a max speed of 80 miles per hour. This coaster provides awesome floater airtime, and I first rode it in the back, and it felt a little rattly to me, but it wasn't until I rode the front later in the day that this ride jumped into my top 20. Riding in the front was very smooth, but it still provided that great airtime. And it also has an epic splashdown element at the end of the ride. Coming in at number 19 and new to the list is Candymonium at hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Another B&M hypercoaster built in 2020 with a track length of 4,636 feet, a height of 210 feet, and top speed of 76 miles per hour. I was actually pleasantly surprised with how much I did enjoy Candymonium. Because before riding, I would always hear that it's not that great of a hypercoaster, but I really liked it. The first drop was awesome, the ride provides great airtime. I like how the park rebuilt their front entrance around this roller coaster. It looks amazing, it rides amazing. I like the ending helix going over the pathway around the fountain. Really cool roller coaster. At number 18 and previously number 13 is the OG Top Thrill Dragster at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. The original Top Thrill Dragster was built in 2003 by Intamin and is an exhilarator coaster. With a top height of 420 feet, a drop of 400 feet, and max speed of 120 miles per hour. Now I was supposed to ride Top Thrill too, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But the hydraulic launch on Top Thrill Dragster was just out of this world. The launch was so forceful, it was also nice that it had lap bars, and you got amazing views of Lake Erie as you slowly crawled over the top hat. It was also a very smooth roller coaster. At number 17 and previously number 12 is Fly at Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany. Fly is a Vekoma flying coaster built in 2020 with a track length of 4,055 feet, top speed of 48.5 miles per hour, and 2 inversions. This coaster is the complete package. I mean, the entire area of Rookburg is built around this coaster, and the area just looks out of this world. I mean, when you first lay your eyes on Rookburg and Fly, it just takes your breath away. It has some of the best theming in the world. It also features a dark ride section in the beginning. It's a smooth ride. It has fantastic music. And flying coasters are typically uncomfortable, but Vekoma found a way to make it pretty comfortable. Coming in at number 16 and previously number 14 is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. Manufactured by Aerodynamics in 2002, it's a fourth dimension roller coaster with a track length of 3,610 feet, height of 175 feet with a drop of 215 feet, top speed of 76 miles per hour and 2 inversions. I don't know how this coaster is legal, but I love it. The first drop is just absolutely insane. It has a vertical angle of 88.5 degrees, and as you're going down, your seats flip backwards and you're going down the drop face first into that humongous Raven turn. It's just insane. And your seats are moving as you go through the layout. It's just chaos. I do think they should bring back the onboard audio, but at least they still have the flamethrowers going. Coming in at number 15 and previously number 11 is Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park, California. Ghost Rider was originally manufactured by Custom Coasters International in 1998 and has had some retrack work done by Great Coasters International. It has a track length of 4,533 feet, a height of 118 feet with a drop of 108 feet, top speed of 56 miles per hour. Ghost Rider is relentless. It features so much airtime, so many laterals, and you can argue that the second half of the roller coaster is better than the first. And the flat ending helix is such a good ending to the roller coaster, you're just getting tossed out of your seat. At number 14 and previously number 10 is Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain in Valencia, California. A hybrid coaster manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2015, features a track length of 4,990 feet, height of 121 feet, a drop of 128 feet, and top speed of 57 miles per hour with 2 inversions. So it looks like it has 2 separate tracks, but it really has a Mobius track, so you go through both sides on one ride. So this was built to be a dueling coaster, and unfortunately these days you don't always get a duel, and when you do, it's typically a half duel because they don't run the amount of trains that they should be. Without the duel, Twisted Colossus is still a great coaster, but with the duel, it's world class. It has a couple of high five moments, and I love the 0G roll and the Top Gun stall. It provides great airtime, great laterals, it throws you out of your seat. You do the 121 foot drop twice on both sides. I love Twisted Colossus. At number 13 and previously number 9 is Lightning Rod at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Lightning Rod is a hybrid coaster manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2016. It features a track length of 3,800 feet, drop of 165 feet, and top speed of 73 miles per hour. I went on Lightning Rod just before they removed the launch lift hill. And even though it slowed down at the top of the hill, it was still a really nice feature. I like the small drop after the launch lift hill, and it pushes you over the biggest drop on the roller coaster, and after that it's just relentless. I love the overbank turns, and the quadruple drop down near the end just offers incredible airtime, and then it has a nice finale with a large overbank turn into the brake run. At number 12 and new to the list is Wildcats Revenge at HersheyPark in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Another Rocky Mountain Construction hybrid coaster built in 2023, it features a track length of 3,510 feet, height of 140 feet, speed of 62 miles per hour, and 4 inversions. So I rode Wildcats Revenge on a cold, rainy day, so it could be higher on my list if it was on a warmer day. But either way, it still blew my mind. It has exceptional pacing, the step-up underflip is ridiculous, and also the 0G stall and the 0G rolls are great. This is one of those roller coasters that you hit the brake run and you're like, what just happened? And at number 11 and also new to the list is Skyrush at HersheyPark in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Skyrush is an intamin wing coaster built in 2012 with a track length of 3,600 feet, height of 200 feet, and top speed of 75 miles per hour. So I first rode Skyrush with the new seats and the new restraint system, and I thought it was very comfortable. The first drop throws you out of your seat, and that first turn is so forceful. I thought the coaster was pretty forceful throughout the entire layout, but it also provided great airtime. It had great pacing, and I really enjoyed the wing seating. And just making the top 10 and previously number 8 is Mako at SeaWorld in Orlando, Florida. Mako is a B&M hypercoaster built in 2016 with a track length of 4,760 feet, a drop of 200 feet, and top speed of 73 miles per hour. I still remember Mako just providing some of the best floater airtime that I've ever had. And it has a lot of great floater airtime, even with some of the trims. Which is why I still have Mako in my top 10. And I also love the ending where it goes over the pathway right above the water and into the brake run. At number 9 and previously number 7 is Terran at Phantasialand in Brühl, Germany. Terran is an intamin LSM launch coaster built in 2016 with a track length of 4,330 feet, height of 98 feet, and top speed of 72.7 miles per hour. This is another coaster with the complete package. The theming is out of this world. The area of Klugheim is something out of Game of Thrones. Once this roller coaster warms up, it really is elite. The LSM launches are great, and the sound of that LSM launch is intense. Great airtime, great laterals, great near misses. You just don't know where you're going next. The track is so intertwined with the area, it's just insane. At number 8 and previously number 6 is Hyperion at Energylandia in Zadra, Poland. It's an intamin mega coaster built in 2018 with a track length of 4,757 feet, a height of 253 feet, drop of 269 feet, speed of 88.2 miles per hour and 1 inversion. This coaster is a beast. The first drop is so good, so forceful, great floater airtime. That dive drop is so good. The pacing is great. It speeds through the layout. It's just a well-rounded world-class coaster. At number 7 and new to the list is El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. It's an intamin prefab wooden roller coaster built in 2006 with a track length of 4,400 feet, height of 181 feet with a drop of 176 feet, and top speed of 70 miles per hour. This coaster is in a lot of people's top 10 for a reason. That first drop is absolutely insane. You get thrown out of your seat, the airtime is so good. Then you have 3 other massive hills and drops that give you exceptional airtime. To me, this coaster rode similar to an RMC. The pacing was great, it was very smooth. It also had a nice S-bend section that gives you great laterals. Such a great overall roller coaster. Coming in at number 6 and new to the list as well is Phoenix at knoebels in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. A wooden roller coaster manufactured by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company in 1985 has a track length of 3,200 feet, height of 78 feet with a drop of 72 feet, and top speed of 45 miles per hour. This coaster blew my mind. The airtime on this should be illegal. I literally felt like I was going to fly out of my seat. It also helps that it has old school buzz bars that doesn't really keep you down in your seat. But you fly out of your seat on each drop, each airtime hill, through the very end until you hit the brake run. I literally thought I was going to fly out. It was so good and it blew my mind. And still making the top 5, but previously was number 4, is Zadra at Energylandia in Zadra, Poland. Manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2019, it's a hybrid coaster with a track length of 4,318 feet, height of 206 feet, speed of 75.2 miles per hour, and 3 inversions. Zadra is an absolute beast and it looks the part too. The 206-foot drop is absolutely epic, and that 0G stall is massive, and it's so cool to go through. Of course, it provides great airtime, lots of laterals, pretty good pacing on the entire coaster, especially once it warms up. It's just a great, overall, world-class roller coaster. Moving up to number 4 and previously number 5 is Maverick at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. Maverick is an intamin blitz coaster built in 2007 with a track length of 4,450 feet, a height of 105 feet with a drop of 100 feet, speed of 70 miles per hour, and 2 inversions. I rode it multiple times again this year and it just reminded me how much I love this roller coaster, which is why it bumped up to number 4. The launch lift hill in the beginning is so cool, and it just throws you over that 95-degree drop. The pacing on this coaster from start to finish is incredible. You're so low to the ground throughout most of the layout. Sharp turns, S-bends, so many laterals. The corkscrews are great. The second LSM launch that launches you up and over the water is so good. I wish every park had a coaster like Maverick. And at number 3, and remains at number 3, is Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens in Tampa, Florida. A hybrid coaster manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2022, has a track length of 4,075 feet, a drop of 206 feet, speed of 76 miles per hour, and 2 inversions. This coaster probably has the best pacing in the world. It is relentless from start to finish. The second you hit the brake run, you're like, what just happened? The 91-degree first drop is insane. The barrel roll down drop is like incomprehensible. The overbank curve and zero G stall, just everything of this coaster is so good. It never loses speed. You get so much airtime, laterals tossed out of your seat. It's just so good. And coming in at number 2 and remains number 2 is Veloca Coaster at Universal's Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. An Intamin LSM launch coaster built in 2021 features a track length of 4,700 feet, height of 155 feet, speed of 70 miles per hour, and 4 inversions. It's the complete package. The theming is on point. The roller coaster is just so good. The first LSM launches you from 0 to 50 miles per hour in 2 seconds, and the first half of the coaster is really good, but that just preps you for the second half. The second LSM launches you from 40 to 70 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds up the 155-foot tall top hat. The huge 100-foot long zero-G stall over the path is just epic. And then of course the ending Mosasaurus roll right over the water. It's one of the best elements on a coaster in the world. And at number 1 and still reigns supreme is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. A hybrid coaster manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction in 2018, features a track length of 5,740 feet, a drop of 200 feet, top speed of 74 miles per hour, and 4 inversions. I rode Steel Vengeance a few more times this year and it just reaffirmed my number 1 ranking. The first drop is epic. That huge outward banked airtime hill is just insane. All the zero G roll, stall, like they're just timed so perfect. There is just an insane amount of airtime on this roller coaster. I mean, those ending bunny hills at the end, it's just, you're just thrown out of your seat and you don't know when it's going to end. It's the coaster that keeps on giving and remains my number 1 roller coaster. So I'll throw up a recap of all my top 50 ranked roller coasters on the screen now. So that's going to do it for the final video of my top 50 ranked roller coasters, the heavy hitters, the top 20. If you haven't already, go check out the other 2 videos for the rest of the rankings. I hope you enjoyed the video. please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for upcoming videos, and remember, never stop exploring theme parks.